Welcome back, YouTube. This is PsychRockCentral, where psych rock lives on. Today we're going to be going over Jimi Hendrix classic album, Are You Experienced, from 1967. A little more about the band. I say band because it did have a band name, the Jimi Hendrix Experience, but most of the focus goes to Jimi Hendrix anyway, unfortunately, but the backing musicians are there, so we call it a band. It's an American blues psych rock band formed by Jimi Hendrix, which is then known as the Jimi Hendrix Experience. Legendary band for Hendrix's pioneering style of guitar music and legendary guitar solos in his live performances. Highly prolific career for 5 years with numerous archival albums released long after the band broke up because Jimi Hendrix passed away in 1970. However, even to this day, we still have archival releases, reissues, remasters. His legacy is everlasting, I think, which makes him so special as a guitar musician. Pardon me. Speaking of the music, it is jam-packed. I say that literally jam-packed with legendary psych rock classics. You've got Purple Haze, you've got Manic Depressing, you've got Fire, you've got I Don't Live Today, you've got Foxy Lady. I didn't mention that on the slides. You've got Hey Joe, which is a cover. All of these psych rock classics, and also subversions of contemporary psych rock, but have now become immortal classics all on their own. He coined a brand new identity for guitar music. Hendrix guitar forms and detonates like TNT while being heavily influenced by the declining blues music. It inspired a new way of looking at guitar music forever, and would be influenced in jazz fusion, in like punk rock, noise rock. It was influenced in countless styles over the years. It even made its way into jazz itself with Sonny Sharrock in the 1960s, 70s, 80s, 90s. He was very influential all on his own. Maybe I'll do a review on him if you guys are interested. My favorite track, weirdly enough, is the cover. I think the second place would be Third Stone from the Sun, but Hey Joe has that very slow, melodic guitar. It gets noisy. There's like two different amazing solos. Even Jimi Hendrix's vocals, which I've kind of swept under the rug, but his vocals are also very good for what they are. Very good vocals. Surprising for, Jimi Hendrix. We talk about him as the guitar musician, but, he was a good singer. And I think Hey Joe proves that. Because Hey Joe is a blues track. It was written by a blues musician. Jimi Hendrix started off with blues, so it naturally goes right up his alley. But yeah, I think Hey Joe, pretty damn excellent. Kind of jam-packs every aspect of Jimi Hendrix's music in 3.5 minutes. Third Stone from the Sun is more experimental, and I really respect that. But Hey Joe, I pop it on, and I'm pretty happy about it. I don't know. Closing thoughts. Many psych rock classics, as I've already mentioned. Jimi Hendrix is equal parts excellent guitarist and brilliant songwriter for many of psych rock's classics. Like, you ask someone on the street, maybe not on the street, but like you ask someone online about psych rock and psychedelic rock music, and most people will be like, yeah, Jimi Hendrix, Purple Haze, Manic Depression, I Don't Live Today. At least 2 of those tracks from this album alone, not even the other albums, they'll probably name drop him, for sure. Legendary songwriter, legendary guitar musician, all that shit. Hendrix, legendary guitar player. His music reflects the restless soul of the blues while creating that brave, ambitious spirit that was so necessary in the time. 1967, you had the Doors, you had Jefferson Airplane, but you had no one really pioneering a whole new style of guitar music. Guitar music back then was kind of stale, unless they were doing more long-form ragga rock like Kaleidoscope or John Fahey. Otherwise, it got boring. So Jimi Hendrix came on the scene, completely changed the game for rock music, for guitar music forever, and still being influenced to this day, I think. But weirdly enough, I think Are You Experienced marks the beginning of a spiritual journey for Hendrix for the next few years. It's not as prevalent on this album as it is on Axis Bold as Love or Electric Ladyland, but the more experimental tracks such as Third Stone from the Sun or Are You Experienced are cosmic journeys of self-reflection and creative intelligence. On some of these tracks, it's as though Jimi Hendrix strips away, the strings of the guitar. He strips away what the guitar means as an instrument and treats it more as his own like partner, like love interest. And it's like Jimi Hendrix is stripping away the skin from his own body to enter the world of divine creative intelligence, where he can be truly free of the physical constraints of his world and his environment, his instruments even. I think it's a spiritual reflection, but you don't have to take it that literally. I think, very psychedelic rock classic album, guitar classic. Everyone knows about this album in the psychedelic rock space. Super, super solid. I'm giving it an 8 out of 10. It could have been, more experimental, could have been more spiritual, and I probably would have liked it more. But very, very solid record. So that's going to do it for today. You can check out my blog. You can check out my Rate Your Music page. I have almost 5,000 ratings now on my Rate Your Music, which didn't take that long. My goal is quite a lot, maybe like 10,000 ratings for the end of this year. But yeah, you can check out the ratings, the reviews I'm posting. There's my Psych Rock blog, PsychRockCentral.ca. So if you're interested, make sure to check those out. Most of what I do on the blog itself is just expanded reviews of what I'm covering on YouTube anyway. So if you want to hear more of an in-depth opinion, you're welcome to check that out. But that's going to do it for today. Peace.